Hello, everyone. We are on day 16. Welcome, welcome. This week, these next 5 days, we are going to work on a wake up routine. Just kind of getting the body ready to go. But we're going to do it in a routine style, like the same thing every day, so that we can stay consistent with it, get used to it, and maybe even incorporate it into our morning routine that we're working on. So, our challenges have been walking, running, jogging, riding, whatever, every day, at least a mile. Watching our water consumption, making sure you're adequately hydrated, keeping the body running strong through hydration. And then we started talking about building healthy habits in the morning so that you are prepped for an entire day of health. And this week we are going to talk about our processed foods watch. So the challenge this week is just watching your processed foods. Anything that comes kind of prepackaged and made into something that's processed. So just watch it. Be aware, how much foods are you eating that are processed? Are you balancing it adequately with unprocessed foods? If you eat meat or eggs, and then of course all sorts of veggies, fruits, um, and then trying your best to make other things, grains, breads, whatever, from scratch, or getting them as minimally processed as possible. So with that said, let's go ahead. Oh, you're going to need one heavier weight. We're going leg focus today. And also this week we are going to focus on core through planking. We're going to go through a static plank set every day this week. If you don't plank, of course, just hit up your dead bug. And some days I'll have you add a little bit of weight or try to add resistance into your dead bug, and sometimes we won't worry about it. But for today, have kind of a mid to heavy weight. You'll just need one weight. I have a kettlebell and I have a dumbbell, both of them on the heavier side for the legs, and we're going to go from there. So a little bit more balancy stuff. Okay, now we're ready to go. So just plant your feet. Find that stance. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Inhale, inhale, and reach. Grab your core nice and strong. Pull your right hand over to the left. Inhale, bring your body up. Grab your left hand and pull to the right. Inhale up. We're going to forward fold. When you fold forward, bring your arms really wide. Bring your chest forward and keep your knees bent for now. So you want to try to still keep the core strong and keep that upper back flat. So if you can, straighten one leg and then the other. Kind of just bob back and forth. You may or may not touch the ground, no big deal. You can also grab something to bring the ground kind of up to you. Just straighten one knee and then the other. And then go ahead and straighten both legs. Grab your elbows and we're going to swing side to side. So kind of let your elbows swing left and right. Just let the weight of the head and arms pull you forward. Grab through that core. All right, come on up. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Reach overhead again. And then bring your arms out wide. And we're going to go shoulder rotation. So your arms are going to come forward and then thumbs up in the back as you circle all the way down. So just get your hands kind of rotating with your arms so that you're working completely through those shoulder joints. Two more here. And then we're going to go the other way. Forward first and then back. All right, bring your arms around to the hips. We're going to go in hip circles. So keeping your low back nice and still, right, stable, and trying to work the mobility and movement through those hip joints. Kind of feels funny, kind of feels good. Go the other direction. Chest stays tall. Just feel what's going around and on in those hip joints. Keep your knees stable. All right, stand tall from there. Elbows are going to come out in a goalpost, and you're actually going to just hit up an overhead press without weight. So sometimes getting your arms up overhead can actually help release some scapular immobility, right, which can cause a lot of neck pain and shoulder stiffness. So we're going to try to get those arms up overhead just without using weight. 2 more. So think about what's going on with the shoulders, with the back, biceps, everything as you press it up. Okay, take a nice wide stance, and then we're slowly going to come down into a low squat. So if this is your range, this is great. Kind of just hinge side to side, knee and toe, knee and toe. You can bring one heel up and then the other, kind of stretch through those feet. Or if you're able, you might come all the way down, especially depending on how much movement I've had and what I've been up to in the day. I kind of have to start with one heel up. Oh, this is the heel. It's up. One heel up, one down, then kind of slowly settle in between. Sit those hips back, push your elbows into the knees. Being able to hit up a low squat here is really, really good and healthy for your spine, for your hips, for your knees, and it actually puts a kind of a funky little pressure and system on kind of your digestive system. I guess our ancestors knew what they were doing when they squatted to eat. Okay, go ahead and come up from there all the way to the top. Last thing, we're going to do a spider lunge. So you'll plant into your left leg, hinge over into that right, nice and deep. Get as low as you can. Line the knee and the toe. Your heel can be up off the ground or not. This toe kind of comes up off the ground, points toward the ceiling. Use your hands to shift across or try to push up using strength from those legs and core. And then we're going to hinge to the other side and come up. All right, with that, we are through our wake up routine, and we're going to start off with our plank. All right, so we're going to go 30 seconds in the middle, 30 on the side, 30 on the side for 2 rounds. So it'll take us 3 minutes. Let's hinge back into a quick little child's pose. Stretch through those arms. I like to curl my toes under so that I'm sitting on the backs, stretching out the bottoms of my feet. Again, if you are not a planker, that's totally fine. I'm going to have you hold a dead bug position instead of moving back and forth with it. Just extend your right arm, left leg, and hold for the amount of time that we're going through each front and side, right? So if you're like this, press that low back into the ground, contract deep across your core. Really, really, really tighten down. So your arms are straight up, you're flexed in. It's like you're holding a super heavy brick or ball or whatever. Right arm would extend, left leg extends as low or as high as you want. You've got to keep that low back in the ground. Then you're going to hold it for that 30 seconds, and then you'll switch when we switch, but hold. Okay, let's do it. Elbows down on the ground, ready, set, and go. So set up your forearms so that they're shoulder width apart, and then get your shoulders hinged up just a little bit past your elbow creases. Kind of lift up through the torso, right? So feel like your body is being elevated by using the core to do that. Your hips should be in line with shoulders, and then you tuck the tailbone under, flexing through the quads, flexing through those glutes. 2 seconds. Okay, turn to your side if you're in dead bug. Switch to your other side. You can stack your hips, stack your feet. You can take your top leg and cross it over the front like this so that you can get a little bit more height and control and help not put quite as much weight on that lower arm. But try to lift the chest up off your ribs. Make sure you're in a strong line. 3 seconds, and we're going to switch all the way over to the other side. Here we go, switch. So drop that forearm, rotate over, and lift. The key here in a side plank is to make sure that your shoulder is right on top of your elbow and that you're trying the best you can to engage the back muscle to support the upper body, right? And it's going to take some time. It's going to take some work. Otherwise, just come down, re-push into it, back to center. So there's 1 set done. We only have 1 more to go. Push into the elbows. Pull the elbows back towards your toes. You're trying to find as much flexion, contraction, heat, strength that you can muster You need to make your plank difficult, right? We're not here to try to make a plank super easy. And switch to that first side. Rotate onto your elbow. If you want to drop the bottom knee, that's also another option. So you can drop your knee on the ground and then hold up like this, even still dropping that top leg until you build the strength in the core. So you have to tighten and flex through that core in order to get it to do what it needs to do. Don't just try to suspend it in space and put all that pressure on your shoulder. Switch to the other side. Should be warming up. We're flexing a lot of muscles. Push high through those hips, open through the chest. Squeeze into those obliques. See if you can self-flex different places. Start learning how to manipulate your muscles, attaching your mind to muscle, flexing where you want to flex, supporting where you want to support. And time. All right. Nice work. Rotate to the ground, hinge back, get that child's pose. All right, we started a good heat. So now we're going to start the main bulk of our work. We're going to do 3 sets. First set, 10 reps. Second set, 20. And last set, back at 10 reps. Okay? So we're going to do a sliding lunge. We've done a backward sliding lunge before. I don't think we've ever done a lateral sliding lunge. So you're going to hold, I'm going to hold my 20-pound weight. You're going to come down into a low squat, sitting those hips back as far as you can, squeezing those shoulder blades together and keeping your chest lifted. And you're going to stay there with one leg as you slide the other back and forth. So 10 on one leg, 10 on the other. Then we're going to go back down to that other leg, sitting nice and low, holding that squat. And then we're going to extend to the side. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Then we're going to do our balance leg extension. I'm going to try my 35-pound kettlebell. You can hold one hand or two. If you hold two hands, you'll actually end up being a little more balanced. If you're trying to work on your balance, or you feel like your balance has progressed and you're ready to kind of add an extra layer, extra level to it, then you would hold it with the same leg that's going up. So if my right leg's on the ground, my left leg's lifted, my left hand would hold the weight, or both. It's up to you. And then you're going to straight leg back extend here. Trying to get kind of as deep as you can over into that deadlift hip hinge. Then you're going to do on the side. So you would transfer your bell to the same leg that's on the ground, and then you're going to kick out to the side. Okay? Those are our weighted moves. But interspersed in there, we're going to hit jump squats and side jumps. So after our sliding lunge to the back and then to the side, then we're going to do jump squats, 10 jump squats for our 10 round, 20 when we're in 20. And then after the balance kicks, we're going to do a side jump, 10 each side. So you're going to try to jump 1, 1, 2, 2, okay? Jumping side to side for 10 each side. And that's it. So let's get started. Grab your weight. We're going to hold it up at the chest. We're going to start with our sliding lunge. 10 each leg. Squat nice and deep. Grab your core. Upper back flexed. So I'm sitting in my left leg for now. 2, 3. Line that knee and toe. You're burning more in the supporting leg. Sit deep. Grab that core. You're 7. Make sure that upper back stays really flat. And 10. Other side. It's nice to get off that one leg. Sit deep. Build the burn. So remember, we want to self-flex. 4. Belly strong. 8. Sit your knee behind your toes. 10. Okay, now we're going to go to the side. So I'm going to balance again in my left leg. Squat it down. Slide it over. I'm watching that knee and toe. Thinking about my upper, middle back, and my core. A ton of core. 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift to the right, kick to the left. Line that knee and toe. Stay even. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come up. All right. Building the heat. We're going to go jump squats for 10. Belly strong. Line those knees and toes. 9, 10. Okay. Going to our balance kicks. Set up that stance, right? Super important. Slide shoulders back and down. Core engages. I'm going to start with my left leg on the ground. Right hand holding the weight. Hinge forward. Bend that left knee as much as you can. Think a long spine. There's 2. Level off hips. Find that glute that you're kicking that leg up with. 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 5. Flex into that kicking leg. Envision that you have resistance. Pulling against a band. 9, 10. That toe points straight at the ground. Okay. Right hand, right leg, kick to the side. Feel that oblique pull. Flex that foot. 8, 9, 10. Trying not to lean. Okay. Here we go. Flex deep. Man, I'm dripping. 4. Flex that foot. 7, 8, 9, 10. Feel that abductor on the lifting leg, support of the strong leg. Lots of core, upper back for your grip. Okay, side to side, 10 each. Line those knees and toes, hop side to side. 3, keep those knees and toes lined up. 4. Obviously, if you don't want to jump, you don't have to jump. Just do a lateral step in a squat stance. Last one, 10. Whew. All right. Let's hit a quick down dog. Stretch it out. Whew. All right. Here we go. We're back to our sliding lunge, but we're in our round of 20. Heart rate's running nice and strong. My legs definitely heated. Whew. Here we go. Set that weight up at your chest. Slide in deep. I'm going to hinge into my right leg first. 1, kicking the left back. Slide it. Try to keep the upper body from moving anywhere. Flat back, strong core. 10. Belly strong. Get into that burn. 17. We got it. Line that knee and toe. Try to sit on that heel. Come up. Sit on that heel. Definitely feel my quad wanting to take over. And that's okay. We need the quad to support, but really keep trying to find the connection with your glute. Okay, left leg. Nice new leg. Think about what's going on. Don't just get lost in your number. Belly strong. Shoulders back and down. 15. Sit into that heel so you get the glute. 18, 19, 20. Oh, okay. No, I did it. Can't even stand up on that one leg. Woo! Surprising what it gets you. All right. Going to the side. Sit into it. Okay, I'm going to level off on that right leg again. 1. My body wants to go fast, but we've got to find that happy medium. Can't rush through it. Core, upper back, butt, thigh, leg, abductor. 14. 19, 20. Other side, straight in, come on. Sit back in that glute. Core strong. If your back's grabbing, stand up a little. Low back, I mean. Come on, come on. 5 left. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Whew. Okay, 20 jump squats. Let's do it. Take it as slow as you can. Get those hips to drop. Explode through the glutes. 3, 2, 1. Wowza. Alrighty. Getting ready for the balance. Sometimes I wonder if you guys are like, geez, Kelly, what's your problem? Let's go. It's okay. You can keep going. I'll catch up. But hopefully you are finding the same work, same burn, same grab. Should be tough. And if it's not, flex in a little deeper. Find that work. Okay, I'm going to start left leg on the ground, right hand holding the bell, hinge forward, kick up. 1, 2, 5. Flex that back toe. Grab your core a little tighter. Engage your back. Don't just let the bell hang out of that shoulder joint. Flex your back. Flex that supporting leg. Lots going on. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Upper back stays nice and flat. Super important. Here we go. Hinge forward. 2, 3. Flex and build heat into that lifting leg. Rotate your whole leg so it kind of internally rotates. Flex through that upper back. Envision you're trying to make your back as long as possible. 18, 19, 20. Okay. Supporting on that left side, left hand holding the weight. You got it. Soft knee on the supporting leg. Here's 10. My oblique is on fire too. Hold on to it. 18, 19, 20. Other side. Get your set. Level off. Flex, flex, flex. 5. Slide those shoulders back and down. Again, flex the upper back, flex the core, flex both legs, all of it. Create resistance with that lifting leg. 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Right, super fun. That lifted chest, shoulders backing down without losing the low back, but setting in. Okay, side to side. I think we're ready for it. Here we go. Jump. 20. 19. Where's your core? Sit nice and deep. 10 to go. The range of your jump is up to you. If it looks more like a shuffle, it's fine. But find your push. Find that healthy push. 4 to go. 2 and 1. Whew. Yes. All right. Back to our 10s. Looking forward to it. Nice high heart rate. That's an interval right there. We haven't been doing as many of those. So good to bring it back. Hit your low squat. Let's go into a quick down dog. Flex through those back muscles. Pedal through your feet. All right, walk those hands back to your feet. Last set, you guys. 10 reps. We're going to do our sliding lunge. Grab that bell or whatever it is that you're using. You're going to go back first. Support on your left leg. Slide back. Core, tall upper back. 8, 9, straight into that other side. Flat back, strong core. Flex through that glute. Hold a knee toward the pinky toe side of the foot. Okay, sit it down. Going to the side. Hinge into that leg. 8, 9, other side. Line that supporting knee and toe. Core strong. Flat upper back. 8, 9, 10. Woo. Okay, 10 jump squats. Here we go. 9, 10. Okay, those balance kicks really set into that upper back. Make sure it's ready. Stand tall, shoulders back and down. Kick that back leg. I'm holding with both hands this time. Flex that back toe. 8, core, core, core. 10, come up, transition, other side. Woo! Oh no, not balance. Counting this one 1. Gotta find that flex. 8, 9, 10. On this side. Find that oblique. So much is going on in your trunk and torso muscles to find that balance and support against the weight. 3, 2, 1. Whew. 1. Line that knee and toe. Shoulders, pelvis, knees, all going the same way. 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's hit our side to sides, and then we're done. Here we go. 6. Sit those hips back. Try to keep the chest up. Even if your chest falls forward, it's still long and done. Woo. Lie on your back. Drop all the way down. We're going to slide our hips up. Take a deep inhale. Let them drop. Slide them up. Inhale. Let them drop. Settle your breath. If yours is as raging as mine, just work your breath with the movement of those hips. 2 more. Last one. All right, push your low back into the ground. So we're going to find that core contraction. Relax glutes. Tuck pelvis. Open your elbows out so they're in a goal post. And try to pull those shoulder heads down to the ground and just check in. How's everything going up there with your shoulders, head, neck? All right, let's cross right ankle on top of the left knee. Grab from behind that left thigh. Flex both feet and pull deep into the chest. So make sure that your body didn't start shifting and moving and turning and rolling, but you still have your shoulder blades and your pelvis, your low back, level on the ground. Pull it in deep. We need that stretch here on that glute. Oh my gosh, I feel like pouring sweat. Okay, drop your left leg. Lift the right one up nice and high. Now then drop that right hip into the ground, especially if you're flexible. It's easy to let that just yank the leg back and let the hip come up off the ground. But feel the pelvis balance off, right? So a lot of times if your right leg's up, kind of have to lift the left side of your hips up toward the left shoulder, and drop that right hip into the ground. Then grab. Try to keep your knees straight. Flex through that foot, push the back of the knee away so it's nice and straight. All right, we're going to drop that leg, go with our figure four on the other side. So the left ankle is over the right knee, flex both feet, interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Remember, we want to keep those scapula pressed into the ground, the back of the shoulders, your pelvis, flex both feet, pull deep into the chest. You should feel that left glute stretching. One more deep breath. All right, and then drop that right foot. Same thing as on the other side, kind of pull the right hip up, left hip down, right? So we want to balance the hips off, pull that left toe down. Leg comes back toward your shoulder. Stretch that hamstring. Flex the foot. You'll feel the calf stretch a little bit more. One more deep breath. All right, relax that leg down. Let's come up into a hip flexor stretch in our butterfly. So put the soles of the feet together. If you need to, start by pushing your hands behind you on the ground, lifting the chest and back. And then if you're able to keep the back up, right? So if you didn't collapse, go ahead and bring your hands around. Grab around your toes, lift again. Stay there or drop forward a little. All right, come on up. Nice work, you guys. Great start. And I will see you tomorrow.